Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, they just fired Trump up trying
They trying to get him, man.
Shit, that ain't nothing but his colleagues telling
Like I
them
say,
people.
man, all presidents in this nation that ever were nigger lovers, they got killed, man. They got killed. They were viewed as nigger lovers. John F. Kennedy, Abraham Lincoln first, John F. Kennedy, I forgot the other fella name. They attempted on Reagan, and they attempted on this other fella.
Reagan ain't no nigga lover.
I ain't say he was. He ain't come up dead. I just said he attempted. They made sure that the nigga lover died. Because the nigga always died. They never attempted to kill us. Nigga, if they was gonna kill you, your ass was getting killed. Same thing with the abolitionists and the nigga lover. They hung with us next to us. They got shot with us. All that old shit. Tortured and terrorized with us because they patronized us with a level of humanity that this nation had no desire to share. But however, this is where we're at.
So why they coming at Trump? Why Trump keep getting
because
fired up?
Trump have the aesthetics and the concern of this nation for being such a thing. He's possibly one of them type of people. So they trying to get him out of here. I believe that's what that is. It ain't no other thing. Other than that, yeah, shit. They could have been coming at his helmet like that. They ain't have to put them bogus charges on him. They should have shot him before the bogus charges.
They been trying to.
They ain't been trying to do nothing.
They trying to lock them
the
niggas
bogus
up.
charges didn't provide
No,
for
this is
him.
what I'm saying. They want to lock him up and goddamn me, they trying to kill him.
Ain't no and.
And
it ain't no and.
Well, what is it?
They tried.
They tried to do what?
You gotta be quiet, fam.
No, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
I'm saying they attempted to tarnish the man with these criminal charges.
Right.
But the criminal charges didn't stimulate the masses to evacuate support for Trump. The masses did not evacuate support for Trump. So since that's a matter of fact, along with the fact that he could still run for office with his convictions, now we gotta go there with you. This the second attempt. We gotta go there with you. We could have went there first, but we tried to tarnish you and make the people evacuate support. But the people didn't evacuate support for him. So now it's time to pop your top.
Hey, I'll let this man golf court playing.
That's because he have the he's a suspected nigger lover.
Well, he got them niggas. He looking at him. Yeah. So what you say, the white man, they'll never forget a nigga because the nigga.
They're not gonna forgive that. We got blood in the soil. They was fighting their cousins.
Yeah.
They cousins from the north was fighting their cousins from the south. They were killing and fighting each other over
us.
No, it wasn't over us. It was over the United States federal government attempting to get all the states below the Mason-Dixon line to come under a constitutional fold, where the feds was the ultimate authority, and the United States Constitution reigned over every state. And if you make a state constitution, and they was allotted to, but your state constitution got to be in tandem with the federal constitution. They didn't want that, and they still have a beef with the nigga about that because they were squabbling with each other. In the South, actually had the Union soldiers on the run.
Yeah,
they were whooping them. But when Abraham came and tapped the nigga on the shoulder and said, "Hey, I'll free you, homie, if you come and squabble with him," and the nigga was like, "What?" Hell, man, gave nigga outfit and like the training and everything, marksmanship.
Yeah.
Niggas already knew how to shoot. Niggas go hunting and shit. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, they give them training. And the South was first. The North was like that.
Yeah, they were whooping the North.
And then when they went and employed the fight in they stead.
That's why they hate. That's why
we ain't being forgiven. What you mean?
They still on.
Because the fabric of this nation ain't what it was supposed to look like.
Yeah, it's still supposed.
It ain't what it's supposed to look like.
We're not supposed to be free.
It's not what it's supposed to look like. We didn't come here for that.
Yeah.
We ran from our monarch. We ran from our kings and queens in Spain, France, and Britain, England. We didn't come over here to do. We came over here to put the same play down on them. You feel me? But we was gonna fix up a government structure that provided for us to patronize each other politically. These people then mac their way on the white boy and turned these people into abolitionists. They freeing the niggas. You got some white boys down at the feed store selling niggas bullets when they know we finna have an uprising. We finna go burn that community. Why is you selling Joe Lee and them some goddamn bullets? Old man Joe Lee and them. What you selling them bullets for? They come burn up your feed store. Now, do what I'm saying.
That's what
the only people died alongside us was abolitionists and nigga lovers. And that's what I believe that this government suspect Donald Trump of being. Because all successful assassinations have been committed amongst presidents that were such. All of the other attempted subjects of presidents that was attempted upon assassination, they weren't successful. So it probably wasn't really even pertinent or important to be trying to shoot them. But it probably was just a mean motherfucker that wanted to hurt that son of a bitch. You feel me? But that's what this country is, bro. We in a criminal empire, and we doing life, homie. And I tell anybody, bro, it's always good to have somebody serve life with you. Who want to do life alone? You know, we serving life, homie. We got how, like I say, how a nigga that get prosecuted and sent to the penitentiary for life get free. He gotta wait on God to come look at him, right? What we gotta do to get free from this?
Wait on God.
Wait on God to look at us. You feel me? So we all doing life, my nigga. And who don't want somebody to do life with them? But we don't have no ally nowhere, because we were supposed to be the subject class of this nation. We were supposed to be the class of people that is exploited to the extreme. And we along with our spiritual connection to the universe, provided for folks to observe their humanity and not patronize that practice. The abolitionists and the so-called nigga lover, their spirits didn't allow them to behave in tandem with this government's practice toward the nigga. So they died alongside of us. You feel what I'm saying? The Civil War wasn't none of our business until the Union was getting whooped. The Union had great finances and they thought they could handle these Southern boys. But them Southern boys had fought like the Indians fought. They had military skills that they acquired from the natives using guerrilla warfare. They know how to flank a brigade better than the Union soldiers knew, because the Union soldiers marching head up. Shoot, fire! And the next line come up, fire! Man, them Southern boys was coming from the back, from the side. They like, oh shit, they fighting like the Indians fight. That's where they stole their squabbling game from. So they were whooping the North. But the nigga, he native to the land. He know that same squabbling game. So Abraham put us down. This is where the anger come from, huh? He put us in there. And we didn't mind going and die for it. And that blood is still grieved over. And the fabric of this country is not supposed to look like what it looked like. You ain't supposed to be able to talk back to no white boy.
Yeah.
Or no white woman. You ain't supposed to do that. That's how they wanted it. But since Abraham sat there and had such an investment in making these states below the Mason-Dixie line get under that constitutional fold, he employed the nigga. And the nigga went out there and drew blood with the cousins and the uncles from the North that was fighting their cousins and brothers and uncles from the South. And that blood is in the soil. That's why they don't mind desecrating the cemetery and they'll run a dam through it. They'll go and build a Walmart on top of a motherfucking grave site. They ain't got, come on, man. You feel me? You ain't never heard of the Sugar Land, like 90? It's like 90 odd some people in Sugar Land. Not people, but corpse, deceased Negroes amongst a grave site. They was over there trying to build either a school or some commercial institution, some store maybe, or school, I believe. And, you know, oftentimes it's always Latino workers. You get what I'm saying? You know how they do. And Latino people don't play with no graves, homie. Yeah. They celebrate the Day of the Dead, and they practice Santeria.
Right.
Them people not finna play with no grave site. So when they saw them bones, they acknowledged it. They boss man was like, man, keep working. They was like, no. They got off the job, and it became an issue where it got made notice to different
people,
institutions that deal with injustices. I don't know if it was the NAACP. I don't know if it was law enforcement, but it got exposed. So they ended up having to acquiesce. They had to back away from their endeavors, from building whatever they was trying to build, and restore those grave sites and leave it be. You can't build right here. It's against the law to do that.
Look, I was watching the
Florida, but it's been done in many places already.
They got a spot in Florida, nigga. They built a whole school over a grave site, my nigga.
Like, yeah, it's many places like that.
They only do it for black people. Like,
I already know that.
They ain't gonna do it on no
I know they're not gonna do it on no. Yeah, they're not gonna do that. They'll do it on the natives and niggas that they call niggas, but we are natives as well. But yeah, we ain't get drug across the sea like that. That's a fairy tale.
Them some niggas that they grabbed some niggas, but when niggas was already here, they just blended us in with the niggas that they stole from over there and mixed us in. We was the Indians. We was the with them in the Cherokee.
It's already written. Homie. They wrote it in their journals when they went and took their little old voyages across the Americas. They didn't know about this territory until the Moors told them about it over in Spain. That's why Spain set out to the high seas before any other nations. French and Britain was after Spain. Spain came looking for this shit before the French and the Spanish, because the Moors was over there, and the Moors knew that it was great lands over here, and he shared some information with some bitch he shouldn't have. And they set out to come and see and research amongst their voyages, and they took information back to Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, and they came and took over all of South America. Yeah.
That's what Christopher
The Spanish Inquisition. That's what your boy was talking about with the dude on the block.
Yo, my nigga.
The Spanish Inquisition.
Yo, Les, you know
yes.
Shit,
nah, all you gotta do is read that shit, but you cross-reference it. You don't only read in your native tongue. You don't read in English only. You gotta go and get a book and be like, okay, so if this book say this, let me see what the Spanish boys say. Okay, let me see what the Russians say. Okay, let me see what the Switzerland fellows say. All of the scholarship on the topic end up adding up to the same knowledge. Mm-hmm. That's when you can find it the whole weight. When you cross-reference, you can't just take what you got to cross-reference what you learn. That way you can see if you got some trash, and you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater type shit. But you want to be able to know what you read is fact or worth still being in quest of knowledge about. And if you arrive through your cross-referencing,
that's why they been hard. So after slavery, that's why they was hard on the niggas.
They still hard on us.
Know what I'm saying? Think about it like now that you put it the way I put it, because nobody has never broke it down.
Jim Crow segregation.
They came with
burning communities, running the nigga from the rural area, and pushing them into an urban setting, causing them to live in shanty towns. In the urban setting, when they used to live on farms. Motherfucker's son get married. Okay, son can go back there and get him some goddamn plywood and build him and his house a wife about a yard away from about 2, 3, 4 yards or more away from his mama property.
Right.
You feel me? You living on the land. And that still go on in rural areas. You get what I'm saying?
Why we was only able to get chickens as slaves? I understand they ain't let us get no other livestock. They ain't want us to get
Because
no
chickens fuck like chickens fuck. It's plentiful.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. Eggs was kept niggas going. They was saying during the slavery. So like they was breaking it down like the oxtail and all that shit, and with everything that they give us.
Oxtails was garbage.
Yeah, it was garbage to them. They didn't want that. They was giving us the trash, and we took that shit and made it.
You know, some chickens turn queer. Yeah. And the old niggas didn't eat no queer chicken. They'll kill it and leave it be. They didn't eat it. Yeah, ask an old nigga about it. You can ask an old white man, they'll tell you if they're going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But people didn't eat queer chickens. A chicken can turn queer. I don't know what that's about. But the old nigga taught me that they didn't eat them chickens. They ain't eat their eggs. And they tried their best to make sure they separate them when they see that motherfucker humping on another boy.
Yeah. They knew that was a demon shit, like that wasn't
poison.
Right. Yeah, it was poison.
Yeah, it create a neurological condition.
Yeah, they knew
it'll create a neurological condition.
Well, yeah, that oxtail, the hog head.
That was garbage.
The shit that they was giving nigga the hog head cheese and the ears, and they was giving a nigga the bull like the scrap. Like
them Mississippi people make them pig ear sandwiches look good. For real, but they say you better eat it on the same day. They say it ain't good to warm up. It's disgusting if you got to warm it up and revisit it. So if you get it fresh out the pot from cooking, and get down on that hoe with some hot sauce and mustard or whatever, shit, you in hog heaven. A pig ear sandwich in Mississippi. They got this little one spot that the little funny looking little fella run. He cool in the fan every time I see people go do food reviews at his spot. That shit I like to fuck with one of them and see what's to it.
Well, yeah, they was just showing though. They was giving us the bullshit of the pig, my nigga, like that.
Believe it or not, we had to fight the hunting dogs for that shit. They ain't throw that shit to us. We had to go take that from their dogs.
Niggas say they give nigga the chillin'. That was the lowest, like.
That's the guts of the hog.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, who want that? You supposed to drop the guts of any beast that you finna feast on. Any creature you finna feast on. You don't eat his goddamn guts. That wasn't no custom. It was a subject. We was subjected to that because of malnourishment and a lack of providing resources, and us being subjected to not having our own destiny fulfilled at our own behest. They tell us what to. I tell you what, you can't go out there and hunt. What you got in that pot, Lebo? And you know that's a slave name. They used to name us all kind of goofy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why they name them such? I don't know. Why they name them that? Maybe it was cold one day and they called them Eskimo Joe. Like, why this black nigga you own name Eskimo Joe? He was like, I don't know why these niggas give each other the name they give. Maybe it was cold one day and they just called them Eskimo Joe.
Chicken George.
Chicken George. Come on, man. They playing with a man. We supposed to be their toy and they missed the potato here. They want to make toys of us. So it's really evil. It's an absolute level of evil that's still embedded and patronized and practiced. And it will behoove black folk to wake up and just throw away all of them customs that suffer us.
They won't wake up. They like being treated like that. They like
Yeah.
being treated like that. You ask the average motherfucker, a lot of these motherfuckers, if we can go back in the slavery days, a lot of these niggas will sit there. You will see them. I'm being the first one that be probably swinging from a tree running because I'm trying to get away. I'm not finna be enduring with no other man telling me this and I got to sit there and watch him fuck my daughter and my wife. Nigga,
It's called freedom or death.
Yeah, we ain't freedom.
Freedom or death. Nah, nigga. Freedom or death. Nigga gonna
Either
pursue
way.
freedom.
You gonna pursue
You gonna pursue freedom, but
you know
what come
death
alongside of
you know
that
death come
is
with this
death
shit,
come
man.
with that.
You already know death come with this shit.
And we know who created that element. It was the people that came over here and attempted to, well, not attempted, they stole land and they molested the people that was here, man.
So
in
now
many
they doing
ways.
it back to. So now it's coming back to Trump and all them. They just doing it.
No, they just a part of some humans that are not on code with white supremacy. A nigger lover is not on code with white supremacy. Abolitionist was not on code with white supremacy, so they were worthy of death.
So what is abolition?
Someone that gave you safekeeping to arrive at free territories of Northern America and many other portions that outlawed slavery in this hemisphere.
Well, you know what a nigger love is.
So abolitionist is who worked alongside of the efforts of Harriet Tubman.
Yeah.
She wasn't hiding them in black places. She was hiding them with white folk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the white a nigger would have gave him up.
No. Niggas told the line as best they could amongst torture and intimidation. But for the most part, white folk, they didn't wanna live a life where they didn't patronize humanity. They didn't like what they saw. They didn't like what they learned of, and they didn't want to wear that. That ain't no badge of honor for them.
Yeah, like we ain't wearing.
We're not doing that to you.
Yeah.
We're not going. So I've been taught way long when I was a child, like all white folk ain't bad, my nigga.
Yeah.
Don't you let this world fool you into that.
For real.
Don't let this world fool you into that, because you're gonna get played on. You feel me?
It'll be your own kind of do your work.
Some of them will.
Yeah.
They call house niggas. We just said it.
Not Uncle Tom, Sambo.
Sambo's. Uncle Tom was the one that sat there and soaked up game and shared the game with the white folk.
They put that Uncle Tom on us.
With the black boy.
They put that Uncle Tom on us to make us feel like he was the wrong.
It's miseducation. They put the Uncle Tom on us through an effort of miseducation. There's a lot of things that are...
Because they... And a lot of people say that you are Uncle Tom. No, Uncle Tom was the nigga that helped.
Yeah,
he looked out.
See, the blacks didn't understand Uncle Tom amongst that movie and the story and the book. They didn't understand Uncle Tom because they felt like he cozied up to white folk, but he didn't cozy up to white folk for nothing. He cozied up to them to learn what they was and what you was dealing with, and that's where we arrive at learning that all of them ain't bad. Sambo was just gonna do what he was told. He gonna make sure a nigga don't get off that plantation.
Yeah.
He gonna tell if you're back there staging a coup, man, we gonna kill Master and run away tonight. It ain't nothing but by 6 different plantations around this area. We can get away. If we just kill Master and the overseer, we can get away. Sambo go and go tell on your ass.
For breakfast, you think you going to breakfast that morning? Master and them already got the thing ready.
Now you think you finna go put your plan and your play down, and nigga, before the sun rise, it'd be a bunch of you niggas dead, because he gonna ask them each one, which one of them got the greatest influence on everybody? Which one of them? Oh, Toby right there? Timothy right there too. Yeah, he speak well. You know that nigga know how to read. I don't even know how to read. I've been on your plantation 40 years. That boy 17, he know how to read. They all gonna get shot or hung.
But that's the shit what's going on right now with the niggas telling them niggas.
It ain't never stop, bro. It ain't never. It's the same formula, homie.
Just a new day.
It's just, nigga, it ain't no new day. It's the same formula. Nigga, we in the world. We doing life, homie. We doing life. Serve your sentence, nigga.
Like and subscribe.
To God free you.